Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson, with Cowboy Wisdom, Hypno Acuity, and Cowboy Wisdom Podcast, presenting 7 ways why I communicate camaraderie. Something I've discovered is I communicate camaraderie in here to flow to the world as it calms my inner landscape and then it quiets my overthinking mind. As soon as you start thinking about everything you have to do every day or whatever happened yesterday or what's going on and what other people did, you get into the overthinking mind, into trauma, drama, and oh my God, why is this happening to me? So when I communicate with through camaraderie, I become calm, and my communicative camaraderie soothes my perfection programming. Because we think we set a day up and we got it on paper, and that's going to be the absolute best it's going to be. Well, that little mischievous whatever, the mischievous energy, the universe, God, your spirit, whatever, they're going to throw monkey wrenches in there just to see whether you dance or cry. Life gets in the way of life. And when you set your day on paper and you got it locked down, that's when they throw the biggest monkey wrenches in there and let Uncle Murphy play with you just to see how they can mess up your day. But they really want to mess with your mind. Because we have this perfection programming in our mind that if I set this way, it's going to go this way. And they say, oh, watch this dismay. They like making life like a bowling alley. They want to put you on the alley and let you be the pin, and they're going to throw bowling balls at you to see whether you dodge it or get flipped over and hit in the knees by it. See, that's something I've really opened up to. I pay attention to this every time I really plan something. I wait for the see what the intervention of it is to liberate me from me. All chaos and all the havoc in the world is just liberation. It's stopping you from overthinking about life. And something now I understand. My perfection programming creates my frustration, causing havoc within me because I wanted it to go this way. And if it don't go this way, I'm going to get dismayed and mad. And you don't want to see me mad. Have you ever said that? Now when somebody says that to me, I just start giggling. They say, what are you laughing about? It isn't me you don't want to see. You don't want me to see you get mad. You don't want to witness yourself getting mad. And that's fun to deal. Then when they get all going on their rhetoric, just say, thank you, I got to go. Let them just sit there and stew in their BS. Because whenever something intervenes out here, the subconscious mind, frozen in time, representations, erupts into whatever occurred the last time. And when they say we go into acting like a 2-year-old, well, that's when that representation happened. See, the subconscious mind just is what it is. It's basically there, and it just likes to keep you the same because it's a comfort zone. And see, all the havoc and all the things you disliked in your life, well, your subconscious mind thinks that is what you want. So that's why it brings you back there. And that's why people have, like me, I had trouble rising out of it because my subconscious mind wanted to keep me going back there. Now, as I opened up to it, I like playing games with it. It likes the games. But you rise with rhymes and games, and basically you win. You rise out of the subconscious mind, frozen in time, insecurities, immaturity, drama, trauma with trickery. And that's what liberation, inspiration, imagination, because it's got the subconscious mind calm, but you can color a scenery in there of your dreams. That's why I call it communicating camaraderie, because I want to be friends within me with everything. Because if I hate something out here, that hate goes in here, and then that hate goes here out to there, because something I want people to really understand. what you witness in the physical world is a movie screen of your inner life. That's how you feel about life. And you see people really putting up the facade. When I open up to understand my physical world, I keep calm on the inside to celebrate adventurous, lion-hearted mystique. See, life is a mystery and mystique and unique, but it's a liberating invitation for us all to enjoy. See, now you look at the physical world, how much of it's the same, and you look at it the same, and your life is the same. And that's something I've really noticed. I started noticing my life in about 2004, when I really started getting into this, and I was doing all the self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, going to this. My inner life was staying the same. You can never change your thinking because that comes from a frozen in time representation. You can rise out of the thinking with intuition, imagination, innovation, but your thinking stays pretty much on an even plane. People say that in the self-help world, but if you listen and witness the self-help world, other than self-improvement, it's all about change, heal, create. But if you look at it, it's a sideways movement. Shift is a sideways movement. I don't use the word shift because I drove oil field truck and I slid down a hill backwards with tire chains on. It was snowy and cold in the winter, going up an icy hill, and the tire chains give away. They become ice skates. And I went down that hill at a high rate of speed, and there's only one thing you do with that seat. Just use your imagination on that. And that's why I don't use shift. I use rise. Because when you shift, you can miss it. But when you're rising, it's a gentle chauffeur, gentle flow. And see, that's what life is when you get a communicative camaraderie within you. It's just a gentle rise of revolutionary revelations, invigorating savvy every day. It's about rising out of where you've been. Would you rather shift or rise? That's up to you. Me, I like rising, shining and expanding. See, when I took the word change out of my life and used the word expand, I got that communicative camaraderie with my dreams, my intuition, imagination, innovation, all my free-flowing energy, and my daily life. Because you think in no stubborn hard-headedness. You listen and lift. It's nice, soft, easy flow of foresight, lionizing, optimistic wisdom. And when you live in the frozen in time representations of your subconscious mind, you erupt into trauma, drama, insecurity, creating fear, blame, shame, and all the damn the sham of shiftlessness in yourself. And something else I really, really did is I took the word mind out of my life. When you say the word mind, you instantly go into memory or looking for something to blame. So it's all right. You understand the mind is there. You don't have to even say it. But if you use the scenery of my featureless canvas, coloring my life with my dreams, how do you feel? It's really about getting into the camaraderie, communicative camaraderie of yourself. Inspiration shuts off socialized desperation. Because when you're expressing the inspirations, you're in your prime time trend-setting intuition, mystically enjoying the day because you listen to the seashores of splendor, open your sunny rays of praise for your talents. See how them little rhymes just take over and just allow you to feel the genuine kind within yourself. See, something I've awakened to is kind. Kind is a strength. It's a Teflon. It's a titanium strength. Because when you're kind, you're experiencing communicative camaraderie You're being friends with yourself. See, before you can have friends in the world, you gotta have friends. You gotta be friends with this in here, and that's something I really understand. Life flows from the root chakra of the gut all the way up, and when you can feel it and really energize it from in here, you rise out of being a servant to your past and being crass about your life. See, we really think when we're mad at somebody and we're giving them the what for. I've done that. Only thing we're giving them is letting them see how silly we can be. When you're really thinking you're mad at somebody, you're mad at yourself for lacking the ability and the communicative camaraderie to communicate with that person. And as soon as somebody says thinking no in a conversation, that conversation's over. Because everybody's going to go into their categories or boxes of everything they've always done. If you don't believe that, all you got to do is listen to the media, and it takes you backwards every day. So to listen to question the situations with the first question, why am I apprehensive about this experience or situation or encounter, whatever word? Why is this event, experience, encounter occurring for me to rise out of my current situation, current way of life? But why is it occurring for me to rise? And see how that does when you say, why is this occurring for me to rise? See how that calms you internally? That's a communicative camaraderie with your own intuitive ingenuity. That's something. See, we're never all going to communicate on the same level, and people have a different level of education, but that's their education. That doesn't mean, see, education never means wise. Education means categorization. Wise is listening to the airwaves of acuity. And see, you may never, when they start saying that, we're used to, this is one of my bad habits, is I'd let them think were smarter than me, because I'd wait and then I'd try to respond. Well, here's the thing about responding. Give yourself time. You don't have to, you can take 2 hours to respond. You don't have to get into the combative way of life like I did. I thought it had to be rat-a-tat-tat-tat. And that was just a big blather and bunch of BS from me. One thing I've learned about liberation, I get to have these shows are like a confession, me spilling all the gook inside me to the world. And I'm never going to be the smartest, but I'm going to be the wisest to listen to the liberating invitation, streaming, trend-setting, enterprising nerve for me to rise, shine, and expand of my divine grandeur now and forevermore. Why is life occurring for me? How liberating does that feel? It takes away all the thinking and all the memories, because when you listen, you're going to hear stuff come from everywhere, but it rises from here up. And see, I always tried to do everything through the thinking mind, and all it did was bind me into overthinking. But when I started listening and for it to rise, my inner rising revelations just flow with a glowing, galvanizing lure, opening the wisdom within me to shine. And one thing I really did that really expanded me is I quit telling people what to do. I show people what to do. When I show them the way I expanded my life, it's either for them or it's not. But when I rise in my current way, out of my current way of life to thrive a sovereign liberation, autonomous expansion in here, just letting everything, politically incorrect inspiration, rising out of politically correct perfection programming of trying to fit into socialized ways of life that stifle me in what everybody else thinks and knows, and just bestows me in a blizzard of BS. And then I'm grounded in cowboy wisdom that has come from my childhood because I grew up on a cattle farm operation in South Dakota. When I was growing up, I used to bitch and bellyache and why am I out here? Man, I'd go back in a heartbeat. It was the best thing in the world. Go out there and drive tractor, uh, work with cattle, hogs. Now everybody looks at hogs kind of different, but they were a unique animal. They are funny when they're small and they're growing. Used to sit there and feed them and then watch them for about 45 minutes watching the pigs play. But one time was building a great big pole barn out in the middle of the deal, so we fenced it off. And guys building the pole barn, it's a great big barn's all it is. But anyway, they'd leave their equipment out there. But them pigs, they understood when the electric fencer would go down. So one night the electric fencer went down. And they come back and see when hogs are sitting in the middle around like a vehicle, well, their noses are so strong they could break off the valve course. So there was two little bobcats sitting there. They flattened all four tires. But what's funny is them, if you've never been around them, when one hog takes off running for no reason, they all take off. And there's 1,200 head of hogs there. So can you imagine for 8 times them hogs all taking off running? That would have been so funny to watch. But, that's life. But when I was young and full of not a whole lot of smarts, basically young and dumb, let's just be honest. I thought that was, oh my God. But now that I grow older, I have the communicative camaraderie to admire that. That was fun. Growing up on a farm in the 60s, 70s, I didn't realize how much fun that was. And I'm going to be honest with kids today. If you guys did what we did, you guys would all be in jail. They'd probably be piping daylight to you, but we had fun. And the thing there is the county cops and the city cops, they say, all right, you're done for the night, kids. Go home. So we'd show them we went home. Because if you didn't go home, they would show you the law. But that was back when people communicated. And it was funny. But that's the thing about communicative camaraderie. That's to communicate from here to there and listen. And then you listen in camaraderie, because life is friendship every day. That's all it is. Life is friendship. You can say you want love, but friendship also is very, very unique in its own way. But life is friendship, expanding me through life with ease. And then when you have communicative camaraderie, you're listening to your inner dialogue with liberating wisdom, asking rising question, emancipating internally. Because my innermost communicative camaraderie calms my mind, because questions and inspiration unshackle my innermost harassing hecklers that kept me weeping in wimpathy. That's a neat thing, weeping in wimpathy. And that's what egotistical arrogance is really weeping wimpathy that controlled my life. Never even realized it. I thought I was being a tough guy. No, I was being as a doomcoff. I can do doomcoff good, though. As long as you're doing something, you might as well do it good, right? But now that I've risen out of this and I realize and admire chaos, challenges, controversy, adversity, and unsavory people are my visionary awakenings that clears the way for me to witness, observe, and listen to my free-flowing inspiration, intuition, imagination, innovation with trailmaker savvy to chauffeur me away from that. Instead, to understand, to never get angry, frustrated, stalemated in my thinking, non-memory mind that used to control my life with my past events, encounters, and experiences. As I instantly awakened to have the gut gumption to stop being a servant to my past, institutionalized education, and this is one we really have to open up. Ancestors, third world, enslaving survival mode mindsets that somebody knew what was best for me passed away yesterday, liberating my here and now, allowing me to listen to my visionary ingenuity chauffeur me through life with ease. That's the thing. Listening chauffeurs you. Listening and questions chauffeur you through life with ease. Thinking and knowing makes you struggle and sabotage yourself. How's everything you think you know self-sabotage? I'm awakened aware there, expressing my communicative camaraderie decrees my dreamer's eloquent candor, revolutionizes, endeavoring elegance, sprees my spirit poise, reveres everyday extravaganzas, stream easy, pleasing leisure as I now realize, admire. My fiery inspiration energizes my wise, geysering, genuine, engendering, yazzapizzazz. Spectacular, electrifies, regal, ingenious, nomadic galas. As I now realize, admit, my daily communicative camaraderie within me decrees I dance every day, celebrating rapturous elegance, xhilerated my listening camaraderie, hearkens my relaxing inspiration, unite my light of liberation, coloring my daily life with intuitive wisdom, immaculate insight, clairvoyant clarity, witnessing and observing my trails of triumph with a smile of gusto gratitude, feel my fluid appreciation for my communicative camaraderie within me to magnetize the world's breezes with easy feelings, Mother Earth's grounding airways of brave, feeling, witnessing, and observing, listening to my cascading rivers of abundance. Fill my open oceans of opulence with copia cornucopia now and forevermore. I soar of simple optimism, appreciative, rapturous fun. As I open up to my communicative camaraderie, I let go of my inner rebellions, my inner fighting, and inner anger to realize the calm clarity of my wisdom liberates me from me, sets me free to understand me as I communicate with innate talent. I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity. May your life be as blessed as you are a blessing to me and the world.